Hey, what's up everyone? I got the kayak all loaded up for a day out on the water. I got my buddy Jim up here from Texas. And once again, it looks like his timing was perfect. Because look at that. The mayflies are out. There's a bass. He is a big one. That one wasn't messing around. That one came clear out of the water. Come here, you. Nice largie. On that little Nikko hellgrammite. Oh, that hellgramite's pretending he's a mayfly today. Yeah, look at that. He inhaled that hellgrammite. Yep, dropped that thing on the surface. He thought it was a mayfly falling out of that tree back there behind me. No hesitation out of that one. He slammed it. That was pretty cool. Man, I love that mayfly hatch bite. I'm gonna shake this branch here just to show you guys how thick those are. There's quite a few in that one. Oh, this stuff looks real fishy over here. There's a ton of mayflies buzzing around these trees. I see a carp over there picking off those mayflies. I threw my hellgrammite right in front of him and he came and slurped it up. Everybody's feeding on the mayflies today. Well, it's not really what I'm targeting, but I'll take a carp for a bonus catch. They always put up a good fight. I'm gonna back away from that shoreline a little bit so he doesn't pull me into there. Because I'm fishing 10-pound mono, so I can't exactly horse him in. Yeah, I have been seeing quite a few carp feeding on those mayflies. I don't know if they're feeding on the live ones or the carcasses that are floating all over the surface. But you see them just sticking their head up above the water, slurping them up. I threw that hellgrammite right in front of that one. And he came and grabbed it. Come on over here, you. So yeah, the bass aren't the only ones taking advantage of an easy meal out here today. Look at this guy in the net. And look at that. He's hooked right there in the mouth. I'm not out here Mike longing him. Get my hook out of him. Hold on just a second, little buddy. That's a cool looking fish. Not what I'm after today, but like I said, they put up a good fight, so it's always fun hooking into a decent sized carp. Nice. All right, off you go. Got him. There's another carp on that hellgrammite. Man, that's kind of fun. Doing some topwater fishing for carp. That's pretty cool, actually. You see him slurping stuff up along the surface there, and I just throw my little finesse hellgrammite rig up in front of him, and pretty much everyone I've done that to today has bit it. Got my net tangled up in these weeds. Come here, you. Hey. I'll show you there if I can. He is actually hooked in the mouth, so they are eating it. Get my hook back from that guy. Nice. They are pretty fun to catch on my little medium power bass rod. They put up a good fight, I'll give them that. Look how many mayflies are in that tree, that's crazy. I got a carp up here cruising right beneath the surface, picking off those mayflies. I'm gonna toss my hellgrammite in front of him. We'll see if we can get this one to bite. Got him. Man, that is cool. We're pretty much bass fishing carp out here today. Not too often you can sight fish carp with topwater lures like this. I better sit down. Ooh. I tell you what, on this little 5'10" medium rod, this is a pretty light setup I use for smallmouth. It's kind of a battle getting these carp in on this setup though. Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. Look at that, he definitely tried to eat that hellgrammite. Nice. And these mayflies, the hatch really just started yesterday, so the bass haven't quite moved in on them yet. I have caught a few bass, but so I think this is the 5th carp I've caught like this today. So that's kind of a surprise, but they sure are fun. And this is what I'm getting all those carp on today. Like I said, I'm using my 5'10" medium extra fast St. Croix Legend tournament rod with the Abu Garcia Revo MGX 20 reel. I've got 10-pound Trilene Sensation line on that. And the lure I'm using is a little Nikko hellgrammite, a natural colored one. And you can see that I got the hook right in the middle of that, almost like a little wacky rig. And these hellgrammites are pretty buoyant. So what I've done here, I've used a real light Owner Mosquito hook. And that hook is light enough to keep that hellgrammite floating on the surface. And what I'm doing is, a lot of these low-hanging trees are absolutely packed with mayflies. The hatch just started yesterday, so the bass haven't quite moved in on them yet, but I've been seeing a lot of carp circling around them and just picking off those mayflies off the surface. So I've been throwing that hellgrammite right up in their general area and giving it a couple of twitches, and those carp are actually pretty aggressive toward that thing today. So I'm not much of a carp fisherman, but that sure is a fun way to catch them. Oh, I see a carp actively feeding over here. That's basically what I've been doing today, is just paddling around until I see some of these guys running along the surface, and then I just throw my hellgrammite right in front of them and watch them come inhale it. Kind of an interesting way to fish for carp, I guess. My buddy and I came out here hoping to catch some smallmouth today. Smallmouth bite wasn't quite on yet, but we definitely took those lemons and made some lemonade in the way of catching some carp. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this too. Come here, you. Look at that. There's no question that one tried to eat that hellgrammite. Get that out of his mouth. And we'll take a quick look at Mr. Carp here before we send him on his way. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. I'm just having a blast out here catching these guys today. Well, it's been a fun and interesting day out here on the water. We did catch a few smallmouth, that's what we came out here for, but another day or two, and a lot of these spots I was catching carp from today will be swarming with smallmouth too. The mayfly hatch just started yesterday, so it usually takes a few days for the smallmouth to really figure out what's going on and start schooling up around some of these trees hanging over the water. But the highlight of the day was definitely the carp. And I've caught one or two on a trip before, throwing artificials, but nothing like we hammered them today. And that little Nikko hellgrammite did a heck of a job mimicking those mayflies falling into the water and getting those carp to bite. So that was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Well, I'm gonna load up and go grab some lunch with Jim, and we might go try another spot where the bass bite should be a little bit better. So thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.